Hi, everyone. It's Charlie Wheeler with Coaching with Charlie, and I wanted to talk about something a little more personal right now. So, a lot of you who have followed me know that I have kind of a long list of medical conditions. Um, and I've been asked by a few different people, how I do the things that I do with all of these conditions that I have, because they are at times debilitating. So, so for those of you who don't know, kind of my main thing is I have a condition called dysautonomia, and what that is a dysfunction of my autonomic nervous system. So that's the part of your brain that kind of handles all the involuntary functions of your body, like your heart rate and your pulse and your heart rate and your blood pressure and breathing and digestion and all those different things that your body does without you having to do anything. So mine kind of short circuits, sends the wrong signals, and my body does all kinds of weird stuff. So this also affects like my fight or flight reflex. So when it should go off when I'm in danger, it goes off when I'm sleeping at times. It's kind of crazy. And so under that kind of dysautonomia umbrella, I have quite a few conditions that cause a lot of pain and a lot of fatigue. So I'm a mother of three. My children are grown. My youngest is 20 and in college. My oldest is 31. Good Lord. I'm a student. I have 3 degrees, and I'm currently going for a degree now in psychology because apparently I just like to torture. I don't know. I'm just kind of a lifelong learner. I have 5 cats. I just got a new kitten. I'm not sure what I was thinking of that. I have 2 dogs. One is a 13-year-old dog that I inherited from my mother a couple years ago. I am a caretaker for my 75-year-old father. I have my coaching business. I work a couple of freelance jobs. So I have a lot going on. And people ask me how I'm able to do all that if I have all these health issues going on. And I'll tell you, some days I wake up and I am superwoman and I can do all the things. Then other days I wake up and I literally getting out of bed takes all the energy I have, just literally standing up out of the bed. So I adapt. Some days I work in bed. I have my laptop, everything. I have a, file box right here with me. I have kind of everything situated the way I need to in my room so that I'm able to work in bed when I need to. I make sure that I schedule things the right way. So I know that for me, early morning is when I'm at my best. I wake up kind of crazy early in the morning, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning usually. So from like 2 to like 10 or 11 in the morning, I am usually able to focus well. After that, brain fog sets in really bad, and I have trouble concentrating and kind of trouble finding words and such. So anything that I really need to focus on that's going to be detailed work, I tend to do first thing in the morning. When I work with clients, I do that earlier usually. I do have a couple of clients that I see later in the evening. So I make sure that I get a little bit of rest before I see them. I usually rest for a couple hours before I see a client. My last client of the day at about 7:30 in the evening. Let's see what else. I use screen readers. I don't have problems with my eyes or anything, but I do get headaches from looking at a screen too long. So a lot of times I'll use a screen reader so that I don't, I can kind of look away and I don't have to look at the screen all the time. I listen to a lot of recordings rather than read things on the screen. Let's see, what other kinds of things do I do? I listen to my body is the main thing. When my body tells me to rest, I rest. If I'm working and my body says, okay, it's time to rest now, I stop. That's kind of one of the benefits of working for myself, right? Is I can do that. So I'll, lay down for a half an hour, or sometimes a little bit more if needed. I do what my body needs me to do. I make sure that I eat, which is a big thing. And I've recently learned that eating the right things makes a very big difference in my concentration and my focus. I have a new doctor who's put me on a pretty strict diet, which I need. Um, but he took away all my carbs, all my sugar, all the things that I crave. But I am noticing a boost in how long I'm able to work and focus as long as I'm eating the right things. So that helps. Sleep is another big thing. I make sure that I don't get a lot of sleep because some of the health issues just don't allow it. But I do everything that I can to make sure that I sleep well when I do. So sleep hygiene, I stay off screens, an hour before bed, no caffeine. I do a brain dump before bed so that I have kind of all those racing thoughts are out of my brain and onto paper or a digital recorder. And I don't have to worry about those things anymore. I go to bed at the same time, wake up kind of naturally at the same time every day, keep my room a comfortable temperature. I have blackout curtains, all these things to help me sleep deeply when I do sleep. Let's see, what else do I do? I make sure that I take some time every day just to do something that I enjoy. For me, a lot of times I can't do a lot of physical things. I'm limited kind of on my mobility. I don't walk distances very well. So a lot of times what that looks like for me is just reading a book. I love to read, and I'll read basically any kind of book. So if you have book recommendations, please drop them in the comments. Always looking for new books to read. So I'll read a book, or I love doing resin, little crafty resin stuff, making things. So I'll do that, those kinds of things. So I make sure that I'm doing something that's just for me, that's not business related, that's not taking care of others, those kinds of things. And then I think the main thing that I do kind of self-care ways is saying no. I've gotten really good at saying no. And I learned a few years ago that I don't need to give a reason for saying no. No is a complete sentence. And if somebody doesn't like it, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell them. So I've gotten really good at knowing what I can and can't do. I know my limits. I will do anything in the world I can to help people up to my limits. And if I can't do it, I simply say no. And that has helped tremendously. That's probably the best thing I've been able to do for myself. And it was probably the hardest thing to be comfortable doing because I've always been a caretaker. I became a mom at 17 and I've kind of always taken care of people since then. So saying no has kind of been the biggest thing that's helped me. I have learned to delegate. I have 3 absolutely amazing virtual assistants now that help me take care of a lot of different things. And they make me do videos. I hate doing videos, by the way. So they take care of a lot of the things that I don't really enjoy doing for my business, but I know that need to be done anyway. And then I have helpers at home also who come in and they help with the cooking and cleaning and that kind of thing. So that kind of takes that off of my plate. So that being able to delegate those things to other people is a huge help for me. And that way I can focus my energy that I do have on the things that are going to move my life and my business forward. Let's see. I think those are the excuse me, those are kind of the main things that I do. I'll pop in with some more videos like this. But if you have any questions at all, or if you're struggling to figure out how to to kind of adapt and figure out kind of how to start a business maybe, or grow a business, or adapt to do other things while you're living with a chronic illness, please let me know. I'm happy to work with you. I am very flexible with my coaching. I can meet any schedule, any needs, and absolutely any budget. I never want finances to be a reason that people don't reach out to me. So please drop a note in the comments and let me know, and I'll let you know how to get a hold of me. And I would love to talk with each and every one of you. You guys have a great day. Bye.